Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Startup Company. Let's just pause this for a quick moment to get you back up to speed. We have been making some changes to the actual office layout by, first of all, getting some very expensive researchers in this bottom corner here, and a expert level manager. So all these guys here are producing work. Let's go to there. Space speed of 200 and I think it's 250 plus as their base speed, which is really quick. So they're basically currently working through the research on here. They've started at the bottom and they're working their way up on this team. And these researchers here, which I think are only, yeah, they're a lot slower. They are working on the frameworks and working their way down. So there's a lot to be done, and it's very costly to do this. But it's a case of we're making plenty of money, and it's okay. It's okay. We're not worrying. At the moment, we've got 460,000. But as you can see on the left, someone's called in sick. Let's close that down. And Bill's gone on holiday, and Tony's on holiday as well. And you can notice here that YouTube generated $291 for us, Dailymotion $271, and Reddit generated $2,500. So that is because we have been spending money buying shares. So at the moment, with Reddit, we only owned 700 shares previously, but we now currently own just short of 6,000 shares. So it's a case of, yeah, we've got a good proportion there. Also, we have purchased, I think it was basically £100,000 worth of shares in YouTube, which equated to 1,600. And I think also with Dailymotion, we actually bought, I think, just short of 100,000. So if I was to sell all that, yeah, it's not really changed in value. Even though it keeps saying it's going up and down, it doesn't change value. So it's essentially we own a percentage of those companies, which is fine. Where we're going now, though, is we are trying to upgrade the remainder of these desks. We've got, just short of £500,000 here. What I'm looking to try and do is, because these guys here, when I went and got the expert level staff, their base units, I think I've upgraded these guys. Let me go to this. So he's an intermediate. If I upgrade him now, his base is only 160. You look at these expert guys, their base is 300 plus. So the speed that those guys are going to be working are going to leave these guys for dust. So I'm going to upgrade all the desks down here, because that obviously gives a massive bonus. And we're also the managers. And I'm going to basically recruit some expert developers, because at the moment we've got plenty of stock of things, but they are taking an age to do, even though we're flying through it with all 10 of these developers. So we've got things here that we've never actually used, and we need to start actually producing some of these other bits and bobs, because I've spotted elsewhere on these guys here. Oops. You've got various different things that need to be put together to be able to create something new, and we'll need those later on. So what I would like to do is do that. So I'm going to put out an advert for, and we want developers and we want expert, and we're going to go for 7 days. So we're going to spend 70 grand on these adverts, and we're going to run it for 7 days, and we will stick with our ethos as we had previously on those there, that we will not accept anybody that's below, I think 250, I think it was, because quite frankly we need to ensure that whatever happens, we are getting a higher grade of staff. Now we're putting these into workstations of 8 because when you get a expert manager, they can only manage 8 employees, which is what I've done wrong. Actually, I should have got the manager first. Oh well, that's fine. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So yeah, so we're going to be getting on with that, and we're going to hopefully get a number of members of staff that can come and join this team for that sense, which will be absolute grand. Right. Also, one thing I've been doing with these contracts is anything that's below urgent, they're getting declined, because if you look at, so like medium contract here, that's 21,000. It's got 22 modules, 50 hours, sorry, 108 production hours. It's just not worth my while to even consider that. Ooh, what's going on now? Why are you idling? They're all shaking their head. Let's just get these guys back onto another task. Onto live streaming, so that means the Twitch service can be developed. Once we've got everybody, or once I've got everything researched, I will be firing this whole team along with the other team, because I do not think we will need it at all. And oops, yeah, I'm going down to the bottom. I think the only people I will keep on are the actual managers, because they can jump onto other areas. Right, why are you idling? Ah, there we go. Just caught it in between. So here, high urgency. So $64,000 for 191 production hours. But I've got everything in stock apart from those two. So they're the contracts I'm accepting. Again, low urgency. 178 production hours, but only 20,000. So that's getting declined. And we need then to make sure that we're producing these blueprints. So you're making those blueprints, that's perfect. So 1, 2, and hang on, Wi-Fi. Not Wi-Fi. These things, let's turn you off so you don't pinch anymore, and the same with you. And have we got some network being completed? So 1 there, database component, we've got 80 plus of those, so you can come off that and jump onto networking. And database component, you can come off there as well. You can go onto networking. Yeah, that's fine. Right, okay. Again, low urgency, $12,000. No, thank you. And where are we at with this? So, is that nearly there? Nope, it's not. Why is that not there? What's missing? Ah, that's missing. Let's knock this off. And we need to get this team to produce. What else we got? No, you can carry on doing those wire. The graphics components you can come off. And get making the blueprints. Perfect. So you need to cancel that. Don't want you pinching anything else. You can be idle for a while, I don't mind. So here again, medium, sorry, not interested. Low, not interested. Right, let's jump to the start of the day. Right, so we can get rid of those, we get rid of those. So we've got 3 people. How many can we complete on this? Yeah, we've got 22 hours, so basically a day and a bit to complete those other units, as long as these guys don't pinch them. So let's have a look at our teams here. So candidates, 360, you're hired. 330, you're hired. You're not. So let's pop you down here. And we're going to be looking at, basically, I'm going to open this up and you're going to be flying. Actually, no, I want you on that one. You can jump on that to start with. So how long will that take you? 0.8 hours. And we'll pop the other colleague. You can make some more of those for me. And let's see if I've got a manager spare, because if I've got a manager spare, yes. Until I get another manager, then that one will just keep these guys flying. They're called in sick. Oh dear. Right, we've got one more of these. Perfect. So one or more of those blueprints have been completed. So literally 191 production hours is going to give us 60,000+. I'm happy with that. Right, so we can continue playing here and see what we've got for this contract. Medium, not interested. I wonder. Ooh, perfect. We're up to 11 and we can have free healthcare for everybody. You can continue working on those blueprints. You're all idle. I'm not worried about that. Medium urgency. No, I'm sorry. Right, you guys. Why are you not happy? Go on holiday then. And you can go on holiday. And anybody else not happy? Oops, so you're idling. You should have a manager, so you shouldn't be idling. You just look how quickly they complete those. Right, high urgency, 40,000. That's more like it. We'll accept that job and we'll deliver it immediately. And they can go off and find us some more. Right. Low urgency, no thank you. So this is basically what it's been like for the last few hours of playing. We've not really broken our back trying to achieve well, not broken our back, basically trying to achieve everything. We're just literally pottering along with little bits and bobs, but just being very focused on what contracts we actually accept. Now, once these guys have completed all this research, we'll look at creating the product and we'll be able to then see what benefits each of these things have. Because if we go on to, what's this? I think you go on to that, or no? You can name it, of course, yes. And then you can go on to the next level, but I don't know what each of these do. So we'll have a play and launch a few products and just see what happens with those. So I'm gonna just pause it for a moment, and I'll see you back in a moment after I've got all my team in place, my manager, and we'll see whether we've actually how far we've got on our researching, and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, you find us back at a bit of a quandary at the moment. We've hired a new team. These are all experienced and experts in their field of development. However, as you can see, our money just seems to be going down and down because we're only getting a few high urgency jobs every few days. We've actually got our sales teams just searching for, I'll show you in a second, high urgency, excellent. Alright, and let's cancel that. So we've got one fixed price, we're going for large, and it's taking 14 hours per cycle or per contract search to come back, and out of those we're getting why is that not running? We're getting about one urgent order every 4, so it's a case of the money just keeps dropping down. So what we've actually done, if I just pause this for a second, we have got all these jobs opened up to our team. At the moment, these experts are just building up these levels, and they will pick up these shortly, because what I'm going to do... Are you idling? You are. We're going to actually fire the whole team, because I don't think I need them. We've got 8 people doing the work of 10 people, and we've got a new manager as well, so I don't see it being an issue. So let's just go in and fire the whole lot. So let's just jump in at 100%. So I'm sorry, Aidan. See, developer, you're only 392 to an expert that is 898. So there's just kind of no nothing to. Oh, hang on, you're still down as a beginner. All right, let me just show you what I mean. Is if I upgrade him to an intermediate and then to an expert, so he's getting paid 10 grand. Okay, he is half the he'll work half of the speed as one of these team members here. So it's a case that just means it's just a no-brainer. So let me just pause this. We're gonna dismiss all these guys, and it's a case of 466. I'm sorry, but you know what? It's sad. 500. It is very sad. 600. See, this is getting close to where it should be, but they're just not there yet. 300. Dismiss. Everybody's getting really upset at the moment because we're firing a whole team. Right. That whole team is gone. And that manager is gone. That manager is gone. Right. So, let's have a look at everybody's happiness, because even the HR manager is not happy. Look at this mood. Let's just send everybody on a holiday. Oh my life. Is anybody left? Wow. Oh. Oh, no, no, no. That was such a boo-boo. We have lost numerous people. Oh my goodness me. You say that's a rookie mistake. Oh my goodness me. Oh, what the heck. Ah well, we've got 300,000. The problem is, have I lost? I've lost that whole team. Ah, no way. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should have sent everybody on holiday before they actually fired everybody. That's going to cost me a fortune to rehire everybody there. Oh my goodness. Right. Okay, we have had a massive boo-boo. Don't do that on your own game, otherwise it will really upset the apple cart. And let's just delete all these emails. 23 people walked out. Oh my goodness me, that is hilarious. I think that's absolutely hilarious. And on that bombshell, I think we'll call it a day on this one. And we will see you again for the next one as we start a new venture in hiring staff that can actually do the job effectively. So, I mean, these researchers. Oh, dear me. Look at that. The whole office. Everybody. Apart from those guys. Anyway, We'll see you on the next one. That's Murphy out.